Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to New World. In today's episode, we again are going over the next 5 PvP tracks, and we are starting with track 61. Checkpoint 1, we got the Idolator's Glove of the Scholar, and those are Intelligence with Refreshing Ward and Physical Aversion. We got a small Suprus potion pack tier 5 and a medium bundle of faction tokens 3,400. Now, with the updating coming from Brimstone Sands, it might actually be not a bad idea to get our hands on some multiple faction tokens, because bags in the game are the bags you use for extra weights that you can carry are actually getting multiple extra perks. And the perks on them are pretty insane. So a lot of people are gonna need to have new perks, meaning that you also gonna need the extra pockets. The extra pockets is a tome you can buy in the faction shop. So actually getting your hands on some extra bundle of faction tokens to buy out those those extra tomes, right? And maybe sell them on the market might be a good idea. So that's actually what I am gonna do. And almost at the cap, 65 out of 75, so that's not bad. We got a large Judah potion pack tier 4 in track 2, Vial of Ace off, and then a medium pile of faction tokens. So again, I'm going to go for the faction tokens. We've got the flint stick. Fire Staff, Intelligence with Vicious and Keenly Empowered. Pretty good. And it's the Flint Stick, so it has to be a named item. And we also got the Medium Heap of Coins, so 1,562. And Helm of the Bear. Constitution with Refreshing Ward and Resilient. Now, I'm not really sure if Helm of the Bear is a named item or not, but Flint Stick definitely is. Well, it kind of sounds like a named item, right? So I'm gonna buy the flint stick, and there we go, 61 completed. And let's quickly check if this actually turns into a named item. So upgrade, here we go. 5 levels isn't that expensive. And yes, it is a named item, and it comes with Alacritious Punishment. PvP only deal 8% additional damage to players with haste, which is not too bad when a lot of people are running haste these days. So this might actually be a pretty good fire staff for PvP. All right, really nice. There we go. And I'll quickly show you what I'm talking about the tomes. So for your faction, let's scroll out. There we go. Let's put this one away.
Salutations.
And then open faction boards, buy rewards. And then all the way at the bottom, I think it's the last one or not. No, it's the previous. It's the Grand Rune of Holding. So to craft those new bags, you're gonna need at least 3 for yourself. And they are 6,650. So actually me buying 7,500, I'm gonna buy 8. Track 62 is looking a little bit interesting, well, at least for 2 parts. So checkpoint 1, got a small bundle of coins with 825. We got a large Super potion pack tier 5. We got a small ruby potion pack tier 5. Checkpoint 2, we got a large pile of faction tokens, 6,500. Pretty interesting, coming up with well, what I said in the previous track, that buying those domes that increases your bag slots might be a little bit profitable. But if I can think about it, other people probably will be able to think about it as well. So the price might not be as great. We'll have to see when the new update actually hits. We got a medium brown potion pack tier 4. Not really interesting. Tier 5. Let's quickly see. I always say they're not interesting, but brown tonic, Tyrannus, strong incense, powerful regeneration. Zebulon, Superos, Ruby tonic, tonic of Levy. So I do believe that there are, now that I think about it, that there might be tonics in here in the tier 4s that won't be in the tier 5. So only for the tonics maybe they might be interesting, but yeah, I'm not really a crafter, so I probably will never go for these again. We do got the Enchanting Tights, Constitution Light Legwear with Refreshing and Resilient on them. So that's actually pretty interesting, and I think they're gonna be named items, so I am gonna buy them to test it out. We got the Idolator's Shirt of the Scholar with empowering rolling blades and resilience, but it's not gonna be probably not gonna be a named item. But we do have a named item in here already: the Rallying Champion's Bow of the Ranger, dexterity with keen critical chance, which is actually pretty interesting. Vicious critical damage, and then Shuriken Abyss, dodging through an enemy attack. Cause your next hit within 6 seconds to deal an additional 39% base weapon damage as voids. Now, when I first read this, it was like, your next attack will do 39% extra damage. And I was like, this has to be like gold roll. This 39% more damage on your next attack. But yeah, as void damage, I'm not really sure. Like, it is your next hit is gonna do 39% more damage, but it's void. I'm not really sure if that's gonna be good or not. And then for the last part, we've got medium heap of coins, 1,562. I am gonna go for the bow, of course, because, well, yeah, I think it kind of looks good as well. So let's quickly check that out. 62 complete, and then let's equip it. Let's see how it actually looks. Yeah, it does look pretty awesome, I do have to say. I love the red and the gold. I really do. It does look pretty awesome. And then for the pants, let's quickly... what? Oh. Do it like this then. And the pants, let's upgrade them and see if we can make a legendary or named one out of this one. Yes, and what do we get? Shuriken heals, PvP only. Successful dodge and attack heals 100 health. Plus 1% of your max HP. Each armor piece with this perk adds a stack. So actually pretty good one. For 63, we do see a named item in track 3, but we already have that one, so I'm not gonna need to pull it. But yeah, let's go over the tracks as usual. Checkpoint 1, we got the Prestigious Soulmeister's Boot of the Sage. Focus with Elemental Aversion and Resilience. We got a small Astra Potion Pack tier 5. We got the Shattered Heavy Boots of the Soldier, Strength with Resilient and Healing Tomb. Now, I do believe Healing Tomb isn't Ice Gauntlets, right? So Strength with an Ice Gauntlet perk, not really sure if that is a good setup. We got Medium Pile of Coins, 1,225. We got the Solemnizer's Legging of the Century. Constitution with Refreshing and Invigorated. Weaken Disease, Exhaust, and Rent expire 10% faster. It's actually not too bad, but I'm not sure if they stack. We do got the Conscript Life Staff of the Sage with Focus, Keen, and Vicious Beacon. I don't think heals can crit, as long as I've seen in this game. Heals don't crit, so yeah, critical chance on a life staff. Not really sure. Maybe for the damage, but you wouldn't use life staff for a damage. And then we got the font in here, focused with Blessed and Refreshing move, making it actually a really interesting life staff. Till we actually upgrade it. And then the third perk is not really that great. We got the Soulmeister's Headdress of the Ranger, Dexterity with Freedom and an Elemental Aversion. And the Rallying Conscript's Longsword of the Soldier with Strength, Shuriken Lightning, and Empowering Leaping Strike. Empowering Leaping Strike is pretty good. Sword attacks deal 30% additional damage to targets slowed by Leaping Strike, Cowardly Punishment upgrade. But then Shuriken Lightning, dodging through an enemy attack, causes your next hit within 6 seconds to deal an additional 38% base weapon damage as Lightning. I'm not really sure. I would prefer Fishes on there. Keen on there or Fishes on there, just for the extra damage that it would do. So there is nothing really that I wanna pick, and his health cap is 75, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And complete 63. Let's close and let's quickly check in the box. And we need to go to Weaver's Fen, I think. Yeah, Weaver's Fen, and here we got the font. So the third perk you will get is Alaricious Punishment. PvP only, deal 8% additional damage to players with haste. So it becomes a damage life staff, but yeah, the life staffs with damage really not that good at all. So yeah, it's your choice to pick it up, but I would not. I picked it up simply because, yeah, I want to test it all. That's why I'm recording these, so you guys don't need to pick up random shitty items. I'll do that for you. Anyway, let's start a farm for track 64. For track 64, we see a returning named item as well, the Darix, and we also got a conscript ring. Focus with Hardy and Sacred, so it's starting out pretty good. Hardy is definitely something that is pretty interesting, and then Sacred outgoing healing is also pretty good. So let's go over the checkpoints one by one, of course. Large brown potion pack tier 4. We got a small super potion pack tier 5. We got a small bundle of faction tokens, 2,400. Not gonna buy anything. The conscript ring with focus and hardy and sacred. Gonna buy it just to check out if it is a named item or can become a named item. We got a vial of Azoth in here, 1,000. Azoth salt for 500 is always a good deal to do. Large pile of coins, 1,375. We got the scattered crown of the scholar, intelligence with vigor and fortifying whirlwind. It might be good if you're going for a strength intelligence build for your great axe, but I don't know. You rather have something else instead of figure on there. We got a large heap of faction tokens, 9,500. So this is actually really good because this is basically, I think, an gypsum is 7,000 if I remember correctly. And then we've got the Darix, the Constitution with refreshing and resilient, and I'll show you in a second my box what it actually looks like when you make it into a named item. But that is gonna be it for this track. We only have the ring to check out, so let's complete it. Let's go to my inventory, see if this can get a third perk or not. 600. There we go. And it is not a named item, so you basically keep your hardy and sacred on it. And as you can see, I'm using Silverleaf. Silverleaf, in my eyes, is still one of the best, well, PvE at least, healing rings in the game. Simply for the gain 2.9% mana per hit on a 2-second cooldown. It is really, really good to actually, well, keep your mana up. And then you got a 20% more mana, and you got the outgoing healing. Outgoing healing is definitely something you need as a healer on your ring. Yeah, there we go, guys. And then for Darix, let's quickly check what that third perk might have been or is. Not might have been. So Darix here, we got Shuriken Heals. So PvP only, successful dodging and attack heals 100 health with 1% of your max HP. Each armor piece with this perk adds a stack. Can only trigger every 5 seconds. So if you haven't picked up Darix yet, this is definitely a really good chest to go into PvP with. For track 65, the last one for this episode, it does not really seem all that interesting. We got a small super potion pack tier 5 in checkpoint 1. We got the large Judah potion pack tier 4. We've got the prestige shattered heavy gauntlets of the ranger. So heavy gloves with dexterity, resilient, and empowering breaker. Now, when your attacks are blocked, you gain a stack of empower, increasing damage by 3.5%. I'm not really sure if you want this one on dexterity gear. Like, it seems like, with what weapon would you block? Like, not with a, well, a rapier? But even then, heavy gloves on a rapier? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Medium ruby potion pack tier 5 for checkpoint 2. The Solemnizer's a legging of the ranger dexterity with freedom and sundering shockwave. Sundering shockwave is an hammer ability. Great hammer, hammer, holy crap. But yeah, it's a strength perk, guys, so you don't want it on dexterity. We do have 2 vials of Azoth salt, which is always pretty interesting. 2,000 Azoth salt for 500, always a good deal. We got the brash champions, void gauntlets of the scholar with intelligence, vicious and plagued crits. So actually a pretty interesting void gauntlet, should you have not got a good one yet for a damage build. But I'm rather more interested in the named items, of course, because it has 3 perks. We got a gypsum orb for 12,000. Talked about this in the previous episode as well. if there's like a ruby, sometimes there's a ruby gypsum in here, and they only cost like 8,000, but the regular gypsum orbs cost 12,000. But the ruby gypsum actually turns into a. So I don't really get it why they haven't adjusted it yet. Why the gypsum orb is kind of. I know why it is, because it used to be that you needed 2 ruby gypsums to actually create 1 gypsum orb. So it kind of makes sense that then the ruby gypsum would be cheaper than the gypsum orb. But right now in the game, you only need 1 ruby gypsum to actually create a gypsum orb. So I don't get why they didn't change the price. Why it isn't the same, like 8,000 in total. And we got the Scheming Conscript Ice Gauntlets of the Scholar Intelligence with Vicious and Plate Crit. So basically the same same setup, but this one is an Ice Gauntlet and this one is a Void Gauntlet. So I'm gonna go for the vials, and because I kind of want to get rid of some Azot Salt, I am gonna buy the really expensive Gypsum Orb. And let's complete it. There we go. 65 complete. Another episode. And guys, and this is where I'm gonna sit my ass down like I always do. If you want to see more of my quest progression here in New World, or my my PvP reward track progression here in New World, just hit that subscribe button, guys. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, just give it a thumbs up, guys. It would always help in the YouTube search engine, of course. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.